Welcome to another episode of Cooking Cookie. Happy New Year, everybody! Good grief, nobody told me the camera was on already. I thought I had a couple more minutes. I was trying to get some exercise from all the goodies I've eaten since Christmas time. Oh, my goodness. It's been terrible. I've had so much candy and I couldn't tell you what else. Just junk food. Anyway, today we're going to make a healthy dish. We're going to make a kale salad. Doesn't that sound good? I have to say, the first time I heard of a kale salad, I said, that doesn't sound too good to me. That stuff's so coarse. Why would you have a salad with kale? I was wrong. My sister-in-law made one, and it was very good. Hers is a different version that I'm going to make, but hers had some mango in it and pineapple. It was delicious. I don't have her recipe, so I'm going to show you the one I have. And we're going to use the food processor. And here's the blade. I got my cutting blade here. I hope everybody's had a nice new year. I think we've had a pretty good new year here on the set. I'm all energetic and ready to go again. I don't make resolutions. Do you make resolutions? They say people don't keep them. So when I heard that years ago, I just said, what's the point in making resolutions? So I don't. But I do make a promise to myself to try and be nicer and kinder and a better person every year. Well, especially these last couple of years. I've really tried to work on it. Oh, I guess I should tell you what I'm doing here. Okay, we're going to buy a whole bunch of kale, it comes in bunches, and I have it all cut up right here, just about, and I'm going to show you how you cut it up. You have your kale leaf. Some people don't even know what kale looks like, okay? Get a good look at that. See the stem? You don't want to eat the stem, so get it from the back. It's easiest, and then just cut it down from each side of the vein there. Let me show you. See, there you go. And it's easier to do it from the back because you can see the whole thing that way. Okay, I got most of it off here. I don't need too much more. And then you just kind of coarsely chop, give it a chop. Real coarse, like so. Okay, now we're going to start the salad. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. Oh, and it's actually very good. It's even kid-proof. My kids liked it. They said it was very edible, and they were surprised too. Now, we're going to do it in thirds in the food processor, and it chops it up really nice, as I said before. Here we go, as I like to say. Okay, we're going to put in, all right, I'm going to tell you the recipe as we go along. All right, this is my whole bunch of the kale. All right, you get a third of your kale, you put it in your processor. It says a third. I think I had an extra big bunch this time, so I don't think I'm going to use it all in thirds because I don't think I'm going to have room. All right, we have our third of our kale that we chopped up, that we roughly chopped. We also chopped up 2 whole apples. It has to be a red apple, so it said. And also, I leave the peelings on because you're going to chop it up coarsely, so you're not going to even know the peelings are on it, so they don't get stuck in your throat or anything. We'll put about a third of that apple in there. And that's with our chopping blade as well. All right. And like I said, that was 2 apples. And for some reason, this recipe asks for 1/3 of an onion. I don't know if that was a typo, if it was supposed to be 1/3 of a cup, but I kind of try to do 1/3 of an onion, a red onion. And how do you get 1/3? I just cut it in half and quarters, and then kind of go a little extra than a quarter. So there's my 1/3 of an onion. Oh, but I'm only going to use 1/3 of it in here. Okay, the recipe also calls for 1/3 of a cup of raw sunflower seeds. Well, I don't have sunflower seeds, so you know one of my favorite words, improvise. When you don't have something, find something else that's just as healthy, just as good. So I got walnuts. That's what I have. And they both have the omega-3 in it. Put a little bit of that in there. Also, it asks for 1/3 of a cup of raisins. Again, I don't care for raisins, but I use cranberries. They're both just as good. They both have good, healthy antioxidants and things for you. So we'll put 1/3 of that in there. Okay, and then in the first batch here, I always throw all my dressing into it. And here, we're going to have 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Put that in there. Then we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And olive oil is a good fat. It's healthy for you. It's got things that are very good for you. Good for your skin, too. Look at Sophia Loren. Tell me olive oil's bad. I know some of you probably don't know who she is. I heard of who she is, though. Okay, and then we also have a juice of 1 lemon. But if it's a small lemon, like I had, I did about 1 1/2. Let me see if it's good, though. Oh, I love my lemons. Oh, that is delicious. Okay, juice of a lemon. There it goes, right in there. Okay, let's find that lid here. And guess what I didn't do again? You know what I forgot to do? I know I forgot to plug it in. All right, guess what? I have to say excuse me for a second and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm right here. I'm coming. Here I come. Yay! Plug her in, baby. I wasn't very prepared today. Shame on me. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to do it. Ah! Sorry, everybody. All right, here we go. Pulse. Just start pulsing. I'm trying to give it a rough chop. Let me see how that looks. Oh, beautiful. Let me show you. This is the first batch. And this is the batch that has the dressing in it, too. All right. All right, there's the first batch. And like I say, the dressing's only going to go in the first batch because it's going to all mix anyway afterwards. So here we go. Ho, ho, here we go. Batch number 2. Look how easy this is. Could it be any easier and healthier? Well, maybe I will use all of it. Let's see how we go here. Another half of the apple. Another half of the red onions. Another half of the walnuts. And craisins. Because craisins. Are they saying they're crazy raisins when they're craisins? I don't know. Probably not. No, actually, they're craisins are dried cranberries. And here we go, pulsing it again. Chop, 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 chop. And it looks like that one's about done. Now see, can this get any easier than this, folks? All right, let's get that batch in there. Just pour that in. And then we're going to get our last batch in. Here we go. Okay. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I'm getting sloppy here. Just like they do on the other food channel stations, huh? Okay, and then we're going to get the rest of our apple, rest of our onion, rest of our walnuts and craisins, and then our lid goes on. Just because it's healthy doesn't mean it's not good. Healthy can be good. Okay, this is the last of that. Now let's get that in here and get it all mixed up. Ooh, and then I got a surprise for you. I'm going to make one more thing, and you're going to be surprised at what it is. You never know what you're going to get with Cookin' Cookie. As you saw in the beginning there, doing my exercise, trying to work off. See, I'm exercising. I'm eating right. Sometimes, when you're not looking. Okay, and then I just mix that all up with that dressing that's in at the bottom. So it gets all the way through it. And actually, this is better after it marinates for a little while in the refrigerator. I would do it like in the morning time or the day before, and it's very tasty. And if the onions bother you, you know, you can rinse them off when you chop them up, and it'll get some of that enzyme out of it, or else just leave it out altogether. But really, you can't taste anything of what it particularly is because it's all chopped up. And you know what? I didn't bring a tasting spoon, but I'm going to take a taste out of here, and I won't put it back in. No double dipping. You know what I like about it? It tastes so fresh. I think because of the apples and the sweetness from the cran raisins. But anyway, that is excellent. All right, this is a surprise now. This is going to be something you probably have never seen before, I bet you. All right, here we go with this one. Cooking Cookie, she makes some pretty darn good bread and butter pickles. So one day I'm sitting here thinking, oh, what should I eat for lunch? Well, I thought, I've made some bread and butter pickles. Those are so good, and I love peanut butter sandwiches. And choosy moms use Jif. Jif. Tastes more like real peanuts. But anyway, I know some people like the old-fashioned kind, but I like this. Okay, then you get your peanut butter. I'm going to show you how to make a really good sandwich. You spread your peanut butter all over the bread, and I like it a little thick because I really want to taste it. And you don't have to worry about it being sticky or gooey because it won't be. So put a healthy layer of peanut butter. All right, I do this only in half sandwiches. You cannot do it as a whole sandwich. It just won't taste right. You have to do it as a half. Don't ask me why, but it just comes out better that way. Then you get your little pickle chips and you layer them. And now see how I do it? I put them on top of each other, a little stack there, but go right next to it there. There's a precise way of doing this. Okay, see, I have my pickles layered that way and that way. And then you just get that sandwich and you fold it in half. And there you go. You have a peanut butter and pickle sandwich. And it is the most delicious thing. Everybody that tries this loves it. It's got some crunch to it. The juice of the pickle takes away that stickiness, and it really goes together. Ask anybody. And I'm even going to take a taste and show you. I really do eat this thing. It's really good. I haven't had one for a little while. And peanut butter is a good fat too, I think. I hope so anyway. I tell myself it is. Probably not this one, but it is so delicious. You got to try it. You got to try it. You can buy bread and butter pickles. It doesn't have to be mine, even though mine make it the best. But that's all I'm going to eat now because, oh, I'm going to enjoy it after we're done with the show here. So anyway, how was that? Do we need to do a recap? We had our kale salad here. Look at it. It looks very nice. I don't want to use that spoon again. But anyway, I'm just showing you. And it's actually, like I said, it tastes very fresh with all the fresh stuff in it. All right, everybody. I guess that's the end of our episode of Cooking Cookie today. Well, golly, it went too fast. Well, everybody, I hope you have a nice evening tonight. And just have a good evening. Bye, everybody. Good night.